Hello, everybody. And welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. We just established our outpost on Eos and are soon going to do a bunch of shit on Eos. Because, you know, we might as well get it out of the way. Get leveled up and stuff. Get some research. But once we get all the stuff from Eos out of the way, we're going to head back to the Nexus. Anywho, let's go talk to some people. You know, soak up all the information we can. The fuck is that noise? Oh hey, here's a guy named Yale. Sup?
I'm sorry it came to this, Pathfinder.
Came to what?
Pathfinder?
Okay, I guess he doesn't have shit to say. We may just have to come back later. There might not be a lot for us to do here. Am I close enough to my mic? I think that's better. Yeah, it was a little bit away from my mic. Also, it's a little too low. I have to sit at a bit of a weird angle when I do this, because my TV... Honestly, I think it's mostly just because my fucking, shelf next to my desk is moved over. And the TV's right next to it, so it's moved over too. But my TV's a bit off-center from where I'm sitting. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, that is really cool. Anything to scan in here? No? Okay. And this guy's...
Everyone thinks that at first. The doctors have a name for it by now. He just needs time.
having a stroke. Anyway. Hey Connor, heard about the new position. Prodromos just gained one hell of a businesswoman. We're lucky to have you. If we ever find ourselves on the Nexus at the same time, I'm buying you a drink to celebrate. Vetra. And Ryder, I know you're going to get nosy and read this. Hi. Ah, you know me so well, Vetra.
Pathfinder. A word with you?
Sure thing.
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Should work?
Is this a sure thing, Mitney, or just pie in the sky?
I have no interest in wasting your time. This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder chess piece. Anything in here? Ammo box.
An actual sunlight to wake up to. This will be great.
Enjoy it. I'll be up all night collecting moisture readings.
I just robbed someone. I don't think there's anything to scan
It's
around
just
for
what you need
drones.
after a long day.
No kidding.
Hello.
Hello, Pathfinder. Hello, Kim Connor. Supplies, trade, procurement. Anything you need, I can provide. Though you do have the Queen Quartermaster beside you.
You know Vetra?
Back on the Nexus, Connor worked with me to get everything for the Tempest.
But I need
Good to
ground
hear.
under my feet, and soon, hopefully, trade will flourish on Eos.
How do you know Vetra?
You said you know Vetra. What's she really like?
Not a word, Connor.
As you like. Of course, you can't always be listening.
So why do you come to Andromeda?
So how did you end up here, Connor?
Me? You're the Grand Explorer. I fill out requisition forms.
Really? Everyone here has some kind of story.
I left mine back home. Or... the... still... Ask me another time.
That's the weirdest fucking spam message I ever got. Report. Spam. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I just got the weirdest spam message in my chat ever. Anyway, what can you tell me about your trade partners?
Is Eos trading with any new partners?
Right now, just the Nexus, but I have contracts with Wildcat salvages and independent miners. There will be more.
And what's the supply situation like?
Does the outpost have everything it needs?
The Nexus furnished us with the basics, but that isn't enough for a home. Providing the rest is my responsibility. The labs can't work without good logistics. They'll have it.
Alright, goodbye.
See you later.
Be well, come back again.
Cora, what the fuck was that for? Ah, dick.
And have you noticed how
What's this?
the air smells?
Helps if there's zero pollution here, but yeah, it tastes new.
Oh, it's a fucking fuel tap. Yeah, next.
Pathfinder.
Hello.
Henderson at the shuttle landing pad told me. He heard it from the pilot.
Izzy, you've got to stop listening to every rumor that comes in.
Okay, but when your shuttle gets eaten by space whales, don't say I didn't warn you.
There are space whales around here. Terminal. No messages. Hello. Terminal. Formal request for Darket Tervian. Weekly request again, Bradley. I know it's not your fault. I know she's supposed to be second wave, but I want to trail so that when all this calms down in a few years, we can get proper outrage about how long it took to reunite families, especially ones hurt during Site 1 and 2. As you know, broken promise is a thing, right? Requesting the blah blah blah. It's an asset that will help ability. She's also my daughter. Hello. I'm gonna sell my salvage. I don't really need anything else. I just wanted to sell off all the bullshit that I have. Alright, going upstairs.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Already getting requests from the Prodromos labs.
Pop this door open. Okay,
Hi.
Kane Fox. Kane Fox who?
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'm Fox, chief engineer for Prodromos. Anything you need, ask away.
What can you tell me about your colleagues?
What are the other outpost staff like?
Like Connor, you mean? She's pretty fun when you get to know her. Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
What can you tell me about Eos?
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The remnants are a wild card, but Bradley says you have them covered. It'll take work, no question, but I think Eos is really going to be something.
What's your job?
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs. Well, not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
Why'd you come to Andromeda?
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
There's a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance.
Honestly, I'd say that that's a pretty good reason. You know, you watched everything fall apart because of a bunch of fuck-ups who can't do their jobs right. It makes you want to fucking take charge and do things the right way. Trust me, I know. I'm surrounded by fucking idiots on a regular basis at my job.
Bye, Fox.
Have a good one.
Freedom! That's who I thought of. That's who I immediately thought of. Scratchpad, login, Chief Engineer Kane Fox. This file is filled with sketches, annotations, and exploded schematic views. Many are focused on combined road monorail network for EOS, showing several different but brilliant designs. Always good to go back to the old standby when I need to think. Underneath are several doodles showing redesigns of the Nexus tram system map. Posted on one side are a number of downloads, 6 blah blah blah. And Bradley always had good for numbers. Just blocked out simplistic drawing of Prodromos. Down the line showing expansion, detailed use of water and blah blah blah. Sloppy, but it's a start. Alright. Hey from the Nexus. Fox, how is it there? I heard Bradley has things up and running smoothly. I knew you guys could do it. Tell me all about Eos. It's boring here, so I have to live vicarious through you. Oh, you remember that girl I told you about? The Asari? We're going out this weekend. I can't believe she said yes. Wish me luck. So now it's your turn, buddy. Well, you know what they say. Life finds a way. I'd love to explore shit like this. You know, as much as I hate fucking having to go places that I'm not, like, familiar with, I would actually probably really enjoy, you know, exploring and shit. Ah, there it is. Also, fluorite. And more fluorite. Let's go in here.
Hello there.
Hanley Abrams.
Ah, Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Hanley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But, new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
What's your research like?
What kind of research are you working on?
Your basic first in scientific work, soil, water, atmospherics, plus studying remnant tech, because now I need to understand that to survive here.
What are things like on Eos? What's the conditions?
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
Considering it's world-altering technology we've never encountered before, I hope not. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
Old cannon that the military uses. I mean, Bradley.
What do you make of Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell. And he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to, and we'll make sure he never has to.
Alright, goodbye.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our first school, when we have one. Some say we shouldn't teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now, apparently.
Whoever said that needs to be fucking kneecapped, because there's an old saying, those who forget their past are doomed to repeat it, and history is a part of the past.
We were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds. Thanks for stopping.
Dictation log, Scientific Director Hanley Abrams. How? What technology can do this so quickly? Neutralizing the radiation in the atmosphere without dramatic storm effects. Shit, the unprecedented control over atmospheric pressure, gas mixture, temperature, what else? And where's the interaction? Miss the dogs. Walking them in the shuttle park always helped me think through these problems. Forget side effects, too. I should get a dog. Are there dogs? We got damn lucky with the conditions here. This is comparable to sea level Earth. Eos is drier, but within limits. Moisture is binding onto the desert plants and soil more now, since the vault points to a species with the same air mix temperature, gravitational comfort levels as us, or is there another reason? Can't predict intent from results. Maybe Ryder's the only one to figure out why, but hey, the how, that's my department. Now, lucky old Hanley, you wanted bigger things, you've sure got them now. Review. Material analysis recovery, cat firearms, waterborne bacteria study, color reactions to acuity in insectoid wildlife. No, not approved unless you're going to make them stop at a red light. Comparison of quantum initialized string effects to relativistic waveform. I'm not giving grants for the best word salad. Element 0 voltage resistance testing. It's approved. Next. Major Bell Scott.
Over here. Pathfinder. Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Ket expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Ket expert to Prodromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav anyway. Precision is important.
anything about the anything I should know about cat activity?
Any trouble with the Ket?
Clearing the sky cleared it for the bad guys as well as us. So some uptick in hostility was to be expected. We've some tricks up our sleeves, thanks to the research teams. That only goes so far. Your expert is still out there. He'd have more current information than I.
Alright. What's your background?
How did you come to the initiative?
Like many, I was lost and looking for a purpose. That sounds loftier than it felt at the time. I was an insufferable ass. The training for the trip was probably enough to cure me of it. But I always took things too far. Didn't know how to stop alienating people until I was the alien. See? Still insufferable.
You have some family troubles?
Sounds like you left some interesting circumstances.
I miss the family, and maybe they miss me. But that doesn't mean I'd go back. I mean, we can't, but still. I like where I came from. It's a great place to be from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I might have stayed.
I don't know. I liked where I was. There were other things that brought us here.
Not me. Eyes on distant stars. Always have been.
Where'd you launch out of?
The pale blue dot. Terra Prime. Big old boring Earth. I miss that wet dog smell after the first snow melts. I don't know why. What about you? Miss anything?
I miss not having to be a fucking hero all the time.
Oh, you know, I miss not risking death every 5 minutes, saving lives, that sort of thing. Bet you hear that a lot.
Sure, Pathfinder. All the time.
Another time.
Of course.
Yeah, I miss not having to be everybody's fucking go-to guy. To Director Tan from Bradley. Tan, I appreciate the personal interest, but my people are getting twitchy with all the messages you're sending them. I'd like their minds on the job, not being under a microscope. Addison's the one I call. I get it. Site 1 and 2 are still raw for us too, but Prodromos isn't the same. No better way to prove that than to let us do our jobs. Give them space, and I'll give you all the footage you need to make it play well back on the Nexus. Agreed. Of course, Tim's got his head up everybody else's ass. Fucking politicians. To all Prodromos personnel from Bradley. Everyone, initial setup went by the books and we're operational in record time. Be proud, I am. Now that the first deployment wave is in, I'm giving the all clear to break into the good stuff. We've got a new colony to toast and some lost friends to say goodbye to. Laps go down and drinks rise up at 2000. Anyway. I am actually starting to improve at reading. I am terrible at reading, and I've noticed that I'm gradually improving from playing these games. I should probably talk to Bradley. Also, memory trigger.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Bradley!
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Don't overdo it.
Let's not drive people too hard. Rough enough getting this far.
Nothing you see here came from cracking a whip. Everyone is just ready. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
Yeah, I never knew what hit him.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start. Real building, not just survival. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Bitchin'. Well, I got some stuff I'd like to do first. Continue chatting up. Oh yeah, I forgot you can fucking phase through walls with this thing. But only... No, it's not this one that you can phase through walls with. It's, the Adventurer class. Which I have to upgrade biotics to get a hold of. Hello, everybody.
Really shouldn't have bothered you with this.
Yet you do.
Hello, Dr. Ramirez.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. You run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
Just here to talk. How are things going on Eos?
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
So why'd you come to Andromeda?
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but let's say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
Fair. So how's the clinic doing?
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-in colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
Sounds pretty fucking serious to me. What do you think of Bradley?
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. He was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
See ya.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Vector Carson, Mr. Josephs, I find it troubling that you think I could be swayed from my duty by an offer of credits. I understand Vector Carson is a friend of yours, but that's hardly an adequate reason to release him from cryostasis and send him to Dromos. Beyond that, from what I hear, you two are a disaster waiting to happen. I know all about your prank and all about the prank you and Mr. Carson pulled on Everett before the journey to Helios. Vector Carson will be released from stasis when I see fit and assigned to an outpost that best suits his skill set, and if I hear you've gone over my head and spoken to Addison about this, you'll have me to answer to. Administrator Brecca. Dr. Synopsis, condition, and acute insomnia, claustrophobia. Details on examination, no organic underlying cause. Apparent mechanical failure due to coming out of stasis that locked her in the pod. Clearly a psychosomatic case, but symptoms are acute. Prescribed tetraxin and VR post-stasis therapy. Next appointment in 2 weeks. Personal note. I'm seeing several cases of post-stasis anxiety and other related conditions. The techies solved a lot of the physical effects of long-term stasis, but we're clearly seeing the psychological effects run a lot deeper. People just aren't designed to be turned off for too long. Should talk with Hanley about a long-term research initiative. We're first for a lot of things. I'm gonna get some water. My fucking mouth is dry and it's making it hard to read this stuff. Here. Symptoms condition multiple leg fractures. Patient has lost his grip and fell during maintenance work on the roof. Jump jets failed to fire. Compound fractures to the right leg. Several sprains Severe sprains to left ankle. Patient showed an allergic reaction to anesthetic, so I borrowed August and a couple of engineers to hold 076 down while I set the legs. Application of foam cast and appropriate analgesia followed. Noisy day, but hopefully an object lesson to the rest of the outpost about jump jet maintenance. Patient is healing nicely, should be falling off roofs again next week. In a week. See ya, Javik. I mean, Dr. Ramirez. Did I go back here? Oh, there's nothing back here. There's shit piled up over here, so I can't really go in here. Well, that's awkward. Anyway. Wind turbines. Let's go this way. Terminal. Quarantine best practices. Please remember that everything shipped to the landing pad, especially from off-world rather than sealed Nexus supplies, must go through quarantine procedures via confined observation, spot testing, bacteria scans, or radiation. Are now present EOS and everything added to the ecosystem will affect down the line network drivers to make sure it's a beneficial one and strong quarantine. If anyone tries to tell me or Hanley that your shipment's a special case and you don't need to bother, you'll be running quarantine twice. I'm not gonna read all these because it's gonna take fucking forever, and it's I've already spent half an hour just listening to dialogue and reading shit off. Cadmium. What the hell is that thing? There's one at the other outpost too, and I don't know what they're supposed to be. Terminal. Please help. This is the only way I can get a word out so someone gets killed. My crew, they keep talking about the remnant attack. They think the initiative is lying about how dangerous it is. A couple of electrodes in the right place could get the remnant to work for them instead. I tried before, and I helped out in Medbay with those remnant observers carved up already, but says live like kings if we had an army of remnant bots working and fighting for us. He's talking about a whole work crew to help this time. I have to go with him.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's a bad idea.
That's an incredibly bad idea.
Worker crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned Medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
Oh, there's a chess piece I need to... Okay, I guess... Oh yeah, I need development, not... I don't have enough research. Hello, Blake. Welcome to the stream.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings. Assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert. Too many locations to check them all. We need to narrow it down. This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Where are they? Up there. My least favorite part of the game.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind. Wait, I've got an open comm.
Gotta fast travel to cut back time.
Not where I'd want to stake a claim, but some will be all too eager.
Our people came a long way. Nothing here will stop them.
The sky is beautiful in its own way.
The sky is beautiful in general. It's fucking clear, it's blue, it's nice.
Help us! Please!
Hey, dipshits. Cocksucker.
Nice shot!
Hey, dumbass. I see you tried to get yourself killed.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnant didn't work out.
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasparic? Yeah, I bet. These remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I have a super intelligent AI and enough experience with the remnant to be careful.
Jennings, this isn't working. We tried.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Not if that edge is good and just get you killed, dumbass. Also, I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. Cora, that was completely unnecessary. What is this thing? Alright, level up. I've got 2 points, or I've got 4 points. I can put them into... Let's go ahead and put them in combat tools and sniper rifles. Next time I level up, I will put some points into shotguns. I'm just playing Mass Effect Andromeda. Exploring Eos, the planet I just settled. Let's go ahead and get this memory trigger over here. It's about the only other thing we can do right now.
We knew Promise would die. All we could do is watch it happen.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
Recovery's a long-term process.
I still have no upgrades for my pistol. This way. What's that? I don't know what the hell that is. Neither does the game seem to.
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Can we get over here yet? Maybe. Yes, I believe we can. Yep, there it is.
Pathfinder, this is the spot where Nigel McCoy wanted you to leave his pendant.
In honor of his brother, Dash McCoy.
Also, there's a thing over here. That's too much radiation.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
I'm aware, Sam. Just barely managed to make it up here. Oh, I know what this thing is.
Recording Initiative Cryo Identification E97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Last one out during the evac.
She took risks and they didn't work. But nothing worked.
Didn't want to go, but ran out of things to try.
Right. I can't do these quests over here because that's a level 3 radiation zone. There's nothing over here that's worth getting. What is this, though? And I know it's a remnant site, but I'm not entirely sure if it's got any purpose. I'm gonna go check it out real quick, if I can.
I'm trying to look at the potential. In 50 years, this could be a beach vacation.
EOS will have holidays, once we figure out the seasons.
EOS feels more like a home, but it's still mostly hard work.
The fucking mining in this game is such a pain in the ass. I hate it so much. Like, the mining minigame in Mass Effect 2 was already a pain in the ass. It's way worse in this game. Oh, I was just here. I'm dumb. This action movie freeze frame. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Except this container. And the corpses of a bunch of dipshits who decided to bite off more than they could chew. Also, Cora's doing a fucking lap around the thing. Go over this way, and if there's nothing over here, I'm gonna go ahead and evac. Or extract, not evac.
Severe radiation
Never
alert,
mind.
Pathfinder.
That's level 3 radiation zone. Is this a level 3 radiation zone? Yes, it is.
I'm not real romantic about road hazards. Interesting rocks are just as bad for the Nomad.
Ooh, what does this rock do? Oh yeah, this thing was all right. I was trying to be a smart ass. It didn't work out
Pathfinder,
quite how I
this
planned.
area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything left to do, so time to extract.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All
Discord
clear.
notification. Oh, it's May 6 is just letting everybody know that I'm streaming. I think I only get promo in like one Discord server anymore.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
We're adventurers. Whatever makes the squad comfortable is okay with me. Let's talk about our success on EOS. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Cora.
Fair enough.
That's a little harsh.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots.
just to be clear.
Oh, am I allowed to be in charge now?
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
If Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
But not humility or self-awareness.
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical. Good meeting, everyone.
Jesus Christ. Well, it's time to talk to everybody. Nothing on the VidCom. Oh, and to head back to the Nexus. Less important.
Drac, I'm working with Vectra to track down prosthetic gel and those other items we discussed.
You're too good to me, Doc.
Nothing for me. Playing favorites, Lexi?
What? No?
Haha, you got a crush. Strike team's unavailable because I keep forgetting to plug my Xbox back into the internet. Also, I just think the cord's not connected anyway. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh. Yeah, there it is. Not connected and behind my weights. Anyway, research. Let's go ahead and get a good look at some of this stuff. I just realized how similar these guns are. In fact, I think they're the same aside from the barrel. The Revenant, which is DACA, which I enjoy. And 7 Eagle, which is my least favorite pistol. Talon, Scorpion, Piranha, which is a piece of shit. The Rieger Carbon, which was a piece of shit. And the Crusader, which is the best shotgun in the entire series. Like, consistently. And the Black Widow, which is consistently the best sniper rifle. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a Crusader. Alright, for Helios, I'm gonna go ahead and get the Helios Defender armor. Can't get the helmet yet, or at least I can't get it as much as I want. Just about all the Remnant weapons are pretty much fucking useless. Aside from the Cryo Gauntlet, but even then there's better melee weapons. The Remnant Heritage armor is actually really good. But it's not the armor I'm going to be getting. Crusader. I need more copper to get the Crusader, which shouldn't be too difficult. I need Ket Alloy and Angaran Meditation Crystals, which... Oh my god, what's in Angaran? What's that? Also, the Pathfinder chest piece needs platinum, which I have basically none of. Let's see if I can just buy some platinum. I cannot. I can buy remnant polymer, which I don't need. The phalanx is not as good as it used to be. I don't need an omni blade. Don't need these. Don't really need these either. Hey, Lexi.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
So, how's the crew doing?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
What?
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Alright, human crew then.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Tell me about Cora.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Understandable. How's Gil doing?
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
What about Suvi?
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
What about, Liam?
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
Alright, let's check on the non-human crew.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
What can you tell me about PB?
Is PB alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
What can you tell me about Vetra?
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
What about Callow?
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
And Drac?
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Sure.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
He probably already knows.
Thanks for the insight. How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
See you around.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Sounds like a good idea.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
That's a little fucked up.
Wow. You fight side by side and then she gives you the brush off?
It hurt. One big kick out of the nest. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
Yeah, none of it's fair.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Yeah, neat. Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry, it's just hard to get invested into Cora when she just feels like such a half-assed character. She feels like she's here because she needed to be, not
Those
because...
remnant vaults, all those secrets. Have to go exploring in one someday?
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
It feels less like she was put in the game because she fit into the game, and more like she was put into the game because it checked off a box. The human female character. Personally, I think that they should have, like... I don't know. They should have done something other than, oh, well, she's a human biotic, so discrimination, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, emails. Data cores from PB. Hey, Ryder, hope it's okay that I'm keeping this data core in my room, i.e. the escape pod. I guess I just really like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me while I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some sort of data on it. The trick is how to get at it. I'll keep you updated. From Lexi. Ryder, give the amount of high-impact cardio in your exercise routine. I recommend spending 5 to 10 minutes a day stretching to open your hips and relieve tightness in the lower back. The poses I've listed below should do nicely, not to sound elitist, but while it's true humans invented yoga, the Asari perfected it. I'll eat a fuck. And I'm not reading the rest of this because fucking yoga's stupid. Hello, welcome to the stream. Millie Chan. About your dad, from Drac. Vetra told me what happened to your dad. I've lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up, or at least a distraction. This usually helps me. Attached 37 images of various rifles and shotguns. 2 are duplicated images. Many are low res or watermarked. You know what? That would cheer me up. Just perusing through a catalog of guns. But maybe that's just because I like guns. Am I too quiet? Hang on, let me check the fucking stream audio real quick, because I don't know if my mic's too far away or not. Just go over here. Unmute. Okay. Is this picking up? No, it's not. Fucking. My mic's going through, right? Hang on. Yeah, it should be picking up. I don't know why I can't hear it. Oh, you know what? I probably can't hear it because I don't have it set to the right fucking speakers. Okay. Alright, testing audio now. Yeah, the audio's fine. It's a little bit quiet, but... Alright, I'll move a little closer to my mic to try and make it less terrible. Alright. Plug back into my controller. How's your stream going? My stream is going fine. Thank you for asking. I'm just reading through stuff right now. Alright, Tempest Hacks. To Ryder from Callow. Hell Ryder, I am pleased to report the Tempest is operating at peak efficiency, so now that you're in command, I thought I'd share a few secret shipboard hacks that the designers and I sneak into your code. Just send the code JCSB through your Omni tool to open the debug command menu. Give all to spin lets you use the coffee dispenser in the galley an unlimited number of times. Water temp override overrides the normal hot water ration to the showers. Jump wash queue puts your clothes ahead of everyone else in the auto laundry cycle. Enjoy and don't share them around. Callow. From Cora. I can still smell the remnant vault in my armor. Lots of weird shit down there. Like my Huntress manuals that say, oh my god, Cora, shut up about your Huntress manuals. Razor's edge between known and unknown teaches you what can be cut away. That doesn't even make sense. I have been streaming a bit over 3 years now. Now I think back, it reminds me a little bit of some of the temples on Thessia. Some huge faces and running water. Same sense of a huge purpose. Can't really understand. Just wonder if it blah 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 blah. Anyway. To Ryder from Nigel McCoy. Dear Pathfinder, my brother Dash was my best friend. It still pains me that he's gone. That we won't build the future here in Andromeda together, but knowing that our family pendants are united does my heart good. When my wife and I settle here and start a family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name, and hopefully he or she will become my new best friend. My sincerest hopes to accompany you and your team, Nigel. Alright. Asking for assistance from Dr. Aradana. Hello, Ryder. Forgive the intrusion. I have an issue that you and your Sam should be able to readily solve. It may assist in my investigations of the Scourge. We can discuss it on purpose, blah, blah, blah. And this is the start of a quest that is going to break a long-running tradition. Hey, Suvi.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. And that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
Fair.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often. As if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. as if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
Well, here's my question. Here's my question. Are you fucking spending too much time on Reddit that you have to justify believing in God? God. Okay, you don't have to justify it.
I wasn't questioning your abilities. You never have to justify yourself to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, truly. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Sure thing. Hello, Callow.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
This entire fucking interaction drives me absolutely insane. Because Gil is completely in the wrong here. Like, the game tries to make it out like both of them are justified. But here's the thing. Callow designed the fucking ship. Gil needs to let him know, you know, hey, I'm gonna fix something. Or, hey, I'm gonna change something to see if it works better. Gil's just being a total ass this entire fucking time. And the game's trying to portray it like Callow's being unreasonable. But he's not. He built the fucking ship. The ship was built for, you know, to suit specific purposes. Yeah, you can change things, but you gotta let the guy who fucking built the ship know you're changing something.
What can I do for you?
You and Gil fighting?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that.
Exactly.
It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
What's your opinion of the others?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Bullshit.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
Anything else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
Liking doing things your way doesn't mean that you should do them your way. You know, if things are meant to be done a certain way, changing them doesn't fucking make things better. You know? And again, let the guy who fucking designed the ship know you're changing something before you change it. Anyway, anything else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
Anything else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
Some of it's gonna be. Oh, well, give me a minute. Anything else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
What is it that you need, Millie? I am not exactly able to pay close attention to chat right now because I'm not looking at the computer. Alright. Anything else, Callum?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
What else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
What else can you tell me about the Tempest?
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model. How power moves through the ship.
He told me about
But
this.
he forgot to lock his terminal, and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Anything else?
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. You'll have to make some new ones.
Right. Peebus. Don't lock the door.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
You should try sleeping more.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Let's talk a bit more.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor.
You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included.
Really good advice.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
That sounds like it sucks.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
That's fair.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Oh, I still need to be upstairs.
So, Vetra, I hear this joker beat you at poker too.
Where'd you hear that?
The little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody.
It was a close game.
You did give me a better game than Drac. Not saying much.
Watch it.
Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else to hone our skills and take him out.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys.
Hey, Gil.
Long time no chat. What's up?
Lame.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drac's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it. What about
Gil,
Cal?
you are so fucking
He's a
autistic.
pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that, then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Gil, you are such a prick. Oh my god. Gil, from now on, just tell Callow when you're fucking redesigning something beforehand.
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Hasn't everyone?
Well, then you know. It's super tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
I'll talk to you later, Gil.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
You know, I don't hate Gil, I just think that he's a prick for getting all fucking... You know, for getting all anal with fucking Callow about ship repairs and shit. Or, like, about, like, the shit with the ship. Because, you know, Callow designed the fucking ship a certain way. And, you know, he just the fucking redesigns... I don't know. My fucking sinuses are plugged up and it's making my brain short circuit. Anyway, hey Vetra, what are you up to?
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
Someone had to know. Maybe they just didn't tell us.
Did your father?
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Like you said, we had no idea what Helios was really like. What good's a plan?
Adapting to problems as they come up. I like that.
Good. Since you're probably gonna have front row seats to me winging it.
Looking forward to the show.
I want to romance Vetra, but I'm not going to.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Cora! Oh, that's Liam. Where the fuck is Cora?
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Alright. Anything in here? Nope. Crew info board. Drac and PB are officially on the team. I finished the assignment paperwork for the Nexus. Had to fudge a few details, but you're both officially members of the Pathfinder team. Welcome. And Drac, I just wanted to check in publicly about what I said. Relax, Harper. The best headbutt is always the one you don't see coming. I'll keep that in mind. Lost and found coffee mug. Found a mug yesterday near the biolab. Nice one with a magnetized base. You left it sucked sideways on a bulkhead. That's mine. I just put it down for a sec when my hands were full. Next time, maybe empty it for... Oh, that's funny.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
Ha! I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Yep.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
What can you tell me about the Nexus uprising?
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Do you think Kesh can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
And if it wasn't... Yes, that is a Krogan laughs.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She is pretty fucking awesome.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Which I assume the Krogan really like. I mean, I'd assume anything that's difficult to eat, the Krogan would probably enjoy because of just how much the Krogan love challenges. Anyway, what's your combat experience?
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Alright, moving on.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket, or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
What else?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the Ket. The absolute single-mindedness.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally?
Oh, this is
There's a story
greatest.
behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
This is the fucking best. This is my favorite part of this entire game.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire?
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I'd pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Oh, I love that story. Oh, it's such a great story. Uh. Oh, Drac, you are the fucking best. Oh, if it weren't for Vetra, you'd be my favorite squad mate. Any more advice?
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Ascendant. Keep your distance. Don't let them get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Anything else?
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot them in the red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank them.
Tell me more about fighting Cat.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Alright, that's enough now. Alright, moving on.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that story is like the best fucking part of this whole game. It's fucking gold. It is absolute fucking gold. Anyway, hey Sam.
Hello, Scott. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Good to hear. Any jokes?
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why is it so hard to find a good steak?
I don't know, Sam.
Because it's a rare medium. Well done.
I get it. Anything else?
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
I am formulating a new one.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
And emails. I'm glad to blah, blah, blah. Spirituality. Got it. I'm gonna change the fucking blue on my outfit just because I don't like having a blue ass. I'm not an Asari. It's fine. I didn't really say much. I'm gonna change the blue to black. So my ass isn't blue. And this, I think I'll go ahead and make an actual color. I can make it pink. Shit. What? We'll go with that for now. Nothing. Just going over my outfit. Anyway, I am done with whatever the fuck it was I was doing. I don't know. Also, it's getting late. Time to explore the galaxy. Erickson. I figure I might as well go ahead and explore some of these other bits of the nebula. Get some resources and some XP and
So
some
this
research.
is where the human ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call.
Markland. Ah, yeah. No. That's... Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. It's... not really much to make you shit your pants like a fucking Krogan charging headfirst at you with a flamethrower while on fire.
Anomaly on sensors.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Drac on that. How the fuck is he still alive?
Probes launched. We've got a crater.
Jack, not... Oh my god. Habitat 7.
Anomaly detected.
There's a satellite.
Probe away. Satellite detected.
Come on.
I'm picking up something.
Mineral deposit.
Probes launched.
Hello,
Tracking a
land.
huge mineral deposit.
Some aluminum. I actually had to explain to my own family that aluminum and aluminium are the exact same thing. A lot of people don't know that, surprisingly, that aluminum and aluminium
This is
are
about
not...
as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
Yeah, aluminum and aluminium are not different things.
Anomaly on sensors.
They're literally the exact same thing.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
It's just different ways to spell the same word. Meteor. Or aluminum. Come on. Wow, there's basically fucking nothing here. Yeah, I have unused research data, I'm aware. Even at this distance, the black hole presses bubble ships. Destroyed by the black holes from gravitational pull. Caution advised. Well then, let's get the fuck away from a black hole. Hang on, is that this black hole? Oh, looks like it might be. Pfizer, Ericsson, Pytheas, Zhenghe. Is it Zhang or Jiang? I don't remember. I don't speak Chinese.
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
Like this giant
picking up
element
something.
0 deposit over here that probably would have been pretty
Deploying
useful.
probe. I found something.
You found something? Are you sure you found something, Subi? Mahuan H599.
I'm picking up something.
It's a satellite.
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
No, that's a starship. A starship that is of a design that we do not. Ship item Nexus. I would like to point out that this is an Angaran ship, but the fucking reading indicates that it's a Nexus ship. They used the wrong fucking model for it. Oof. Beijing.
Anomaly detected.
Anomaly is...
Probes
volcano,
launched.
it looks like.
Getting a scan.
Alright, we are going to go ahead and exit the UI for now and just leave it here. Also level everyone up real quick. Ugh. And also you can read through all these and they give you a brief summary of what's going on with the crew. Anyway, it's well past time for me to end stream, so I'm going to go ahead and save here. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. More Betacraft coming tomorrow. And also, Since Memorial Day weekend is coming up, I'm going to be probably streaming on Monday. But other than that, thanks to everybody for tuning in, and until next time, bye-bye.